breaking news coming in. This is in connection with the way that the United States President Donald Trump is essentially reworking the administration in the United States. We're learning that Trump has sacked the head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. This is Air Force General C.Q. Brown, who has been fired. Now, this is a big decision that's been taken, and it was probably on the cards, considering that the Defense Secretary, who is Pete Hegseth, has previously said that General Brown should be fired because of his alleged woke focus on diversity. So maybe it was the writing was there on the wall. To get us more on this, we're crossing over to my colleague Rishabh. Rishabh, can you explain the significance of this action?
Well, Donald Trump, has now what we are able to understand is fired C.Q. Brown, Charles Brown. Remember, Charles Brown is only second general of American Air Force, and he was instrumental in the war in Ukraine as well as the conflict in the Middle East. Now that he has been asked to step down, in the diversity in U.S. forces is something that is being targeted, and there has been a lot of talk about how transgenders will not be part of the armed forces and the diversity. It's something that Donald Trump does not appreciate. C.Q. Brown gone. This whole idea of U.S. force has again been hit. And let's just see how it unfolds for now. C.Q. Brown, the chief of air staff in the United States, has been fired.
Rishabh, do we know who exactly is going to... All right, seem to have lost that connection. We'll try to reestablish that connection at a later point in time. But there is an update here. Though Air Force General C.Q. Brown has been fired from that position, Trump has nominated the Air Force Lieutenant General Dan Cain. So Lieutenant General Dan Cain has been named as the successor by the United States President Donald Trump. As we were mentioning, now Brown has been under the radar for his alleged wokeism. He is somebody who has previously spoken about different aspects of social issues in the United States, especially when it comes to Black Lives Matter. We're crossing back over to my colleague Rishabh. We seem to have reestablished that connection. Rishabh, so what we do know now is that a successor has been named. That name is Lieutenant General Dan Cain.
Definitely. So the new Air Force chief has been nominated. Lieutenant General Dan Cannon is the next chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff. General Cannon is an accomplished pilot. Is what we're given to understand, and this is what Donald Trump wrote on the Truth Social earlier today. And what we're given to understand that Donald Trump wants all the military to be refurbished and military leadership to be brought in afresh, and that is the reason that we saw this development in Air Force. And further, people understand that things will similarly take place in Navy and Army as well of the United States.
All right, Rishabh, thank you so much for joining us and getting us more details there. Viewers, we'll just give you a little more context into what exactly is taking place in the United States as far as this decision is concerned. Now, C.Q. Brown, his public support for Black Lives Matter after the police killing of George Floyd had essentially made him fodder for the administration's wars against wokeism in the military. His ouster is now the latest upheaval at the Pentagon, which plans to cut about 5,400 civilian probationary workers starting next week. And they're going to identify about $50 billion in programs that could be cut next year. This is in order to redirect those savings to fund Trump's priorities. So with a new administration, of course, comes new priorities. Now, Trump has also been asserting his executive authority in a much stronger way when we talk about his second term, which began on the 20th of January this year. He's removed most of the officials from the Biden administration, even though many of those positions are meant to carry over from one administration to the next. I'll continue to track the developments here, but shifting focus now.